Meteorologist Stephen Ray here, wishing you a happy Monday. And we currently have a brand new tornado warning that does include the Hattiesburg, Mississippi area and the Southern Miss campus. And this is an observed tornado that is on the ground over near the area of Pine Bur, moving towards the city of Hattiesburg right now. So, this is a confirmed tornado that is on the ground, basically paralleling the 98 corridor, which runs from Columbia up to Hattiesburg. And this is an observed tornado. That the Weather Service just said it was a radar indicated tornado that is 9 miles southeast of Columbia, moving to the east at 35 miles per hour. This is also over the area of Pine Bur, and this will be on top of Hattiesburg at 6:50, which is in 10 minutes from now. So, if you are in Hattiesburg, you need to go on ahead and be in your safe place right now. That is the lowest floor of your home, near the center and away from windows, because this is a confirmed tornado that is on the ground right now. And so let's go on ahead in here and see if we can find where this tornado actually is. Now, there, of course, is your couplet, and it is sitting on the county line right now. This is once again a observed tornado. And that is very, very tight couplet right there. And there, of course, is your tornado. And this is going to be sitting just north of Pine Bur along the 13 corridor. And give me just a second to make sure. All right. So, there, of course, is your confirmed tornado that is coming towards the Hattiesburg, Mississippi area. And this is moving towards the Hattiesburg area, and it will be on top of Hattiesburg at 6:50 here within the next little bit. All right. So, guys, if you're just now joining, we have an observed tornado that is on the ground for Forest, Lamar, and Marion counties down here in the Pine Belt area of Mississippi, for a confirmed tornado that was located over Pine Bur, or 9 miles to the southeast of Columbia, moving to the east at 35 miles per hour. This does put Hattiesburg in the path of this tornado. So, and if you were on the Southern Miss campus as well, you need to go on ahead and be in your safe place right now. This is the actual storm, and the couplet of concern and the actual tornado is sitting on the county line, and it is sitting in between Highway 98 and Highway 13. So, this is going to be your tornado that is going to be sitting right here. And it is going to be moving in a general direction like this. Hopefully, it will stay south of Hattiesburg, but I cannot guarantee that. So there, of course, is the rest of your tornado right there. It is just north of the 13 corridor, moving towards the area of Pine Grove, Mississippi, sitting on the county line southeast of Columbia, Mississippi. And there, of course, is your couplet that is about to cross next up into the Pine Grove area, Pine Ridge, and then the 589 corridor. You need to go on ahead and be in your safe place right now as well. I do need to also mention that there are other severe thunderstorm warnings all across Mississippi. We've got a severe thunderstorm warning briefly for Columbus all the way down to Macon and Brooksville, Mississippi. This is a severe thunderstorm warning for winds in excess of 60. We've got another severe thunderstorm warning that includes Carthage and Philadelphia. We've got another one that is near Newton and Meridian and Quitman, Mississippi, for damaging winds in excess of 60. And then we've got this other one down here that is near the area of Ellisville and Laurel, Mississippi, that is north of the tornado warning. And then finally, we've got this one that is the tornado warning that does include Hattiesburg, Mississippi. So, once again, if you were just now joining me and you are watching in Hattiesburg, Mississippi, or if you are down here towards the area of Petal, or if you are down here towards the 59 corridor, or where 59 and 98 intersect and split, you need to go ahead and be in your safe place right now because this is a confirmed tornado that is on the ground right now doing damage down here in the Pine Belt area of Mississippi, right over the Hattiesburg, Mississippi, or really close to the Hattiesburg, Mississippi area. And so, if you were down here in Hattiesburg, get to your safe place right now because there is your couplet. And this thing is definitely on the ground, and hopefully this thing will stay south of Hattiesburg, down here towards the area of Dixie and the Timberton Golf Club, but I cannot rule out that Hattiesburg will get brushed by this tornado. So once again, there is your couplet that is sitting in between the 13 corridor and the 98 corridor right here. And it is going to be moving off in this general direction right here. But you are still underneath the warning if you were on the Southern Miss campus. And I still want you in your safe place if you are in the path of this tornado. And like I said, this is a confirmed all right, so this is a particularly dangerous situation for a extremely large and dangerous tornado that is on the ground. So this is a radar confirmed tornado. So I'm going to go ahead and call this a tornado emergency for the Hattiesburg, Mississippi area because this thing is moving towards that area. And if you are near the area of Corinth, if you are near the area of Pine Ridge or Hattiesburg near 6:50 a.m. is your call to action. And if you are in West Hattiesburg, it's going to be on top of you at 7. So this is a particularly dangerous situation. Tornado warning that is on the ground. And this thing is north of Purvis and in between Hattiesburg and Purvis right now. So this is a life-threatening situation coming in here towards the Hattiesburg area, and this does include the Southern Miss campus. So there, of course, is what's left of your tornado right there. And it does look like that this thing is going to pretty much stay to the south of Hattiesburg, but I still want you in your safe place if you are in Hattiesburg because this thing can jog and move. And Hattiesburg is still under the tornado warning here. So make sure that you guys are in your safe place right now. That is the lowest floor of your home near the center and away from windows. And it does look like that the line of storms that were pushing through uh, northern the northern parts of the areas have caught up with this storm. So hopefully this will be more because see right there, this was a individual supercell and the line has caught it. So that is good news that maybe that this will weaken the tornado, and that maybe this will track it more towards the south of Hattiesburg and instead of going into downtown Hattiesburg. But I cannot rule out anybody in the polygon here, basically. From the 11 corridor into downtown Hattiesburg all the way to Purvis, Mississippi. You need to go ahead and be in your safe place right now. That is the lowest floor of your home near the center and away from windows. And once again, this is meteorologist Stephen Ray. I have a meteorology degree from Mississippi State University that I received last August. And this is a particularly dangerous situation coming into the Hattiesburg area in between Hattiesburg and Purvis right now. This is a confirmed large and extremely dangerous tornado that is moving into Hattiesburg right now. Outside of that, there's going to be damaging straight line winds moving into Hattiesburg here within the next little bit as well, because there, of course, is straight line winds that are coming in with this line of storms. So once again, we've got a straight line wind event coming into Hattiesburg, and then the possibility of a tornado that is really sitting on the 589 right now, moving towards the area of the 11 corridor and the 59 corridor as well. So this is a confirmed tornado that is on the ground. I will take back off. Let's see. Let's go to correlation coefficient and see if we can see this thing. And I think we're going to have to use velocity on this. And there, of course, is so the couplet that was down here that had the big tornado with it, it has weakened. However, we've got a little bit of something that is right here that is a little bit closer to Hattiesburg. So if you are in Hattiesburg, I want you in your safe place right now. That is the lowest floor of your home near the center and away from windows. And this, of course, is what it is doing right now in the city of Hattiesburg as we are looking in the direction right near the Turtle Creek Mall and downtown Hattiesburg. And you can see copious amounts of rain and wind, as well as lightning in the area with very heavy wind But for right now, I do not see anything that would indicate that there is a tornado down in Hattiesburg right now. And the good news is that the wind speed is only 4 miles per hour. So that is good. So let me see. Okay, so the Weather Service has made a quick update to the tornado warning. It has canceled Marion County because now the tornado warning is solely in Forest and Lamar counties. So if you were in Marion County, I can give you guys the all clear. If you were in Forest or Lamar counties, this is an extremely dangerous situation with a large and extremely dangerous tornado that was located 7 miles to the northeast of Pine Bur, or 7 miles west of Purvis, moving to the east at 35 miles per hour. So, once again, if you are in Marion County, Mississippi, your threat has ended from this storm. If you were in Forest or Lamar counties in Mississippi, your threat continues with the storm. And so we've got an active tornado warning, like I've said multiple times, here in the Hattiesburg area. And let me see. I don't think. Let me see if we've got any. I'm trying to see if we have any cameras that are in that area. All right, so let's go back to the radar. Come on. We must be having data issues down there. But once again, if you are in Hattiesburg, Mississippi right now, you're going to want to be in your safe place right now. That is the lowest floor of your home, near the center, and of course, away from windows. And of course, this is the live look at Hattiesburg right now. And the good news is, I'm not seeing anything that would indicate that there's a tornado down with this, just copious amounts of rain and lightning, which is really good right now. And they have canceled the tornado warning. All right, so they have canceled the tornado warning for Hattiesburg. So that is good news that the Weather Service canceled the tornado warning for Forest and Lamar counties. So that is really, really good news. So all right, so they have canceled the tornado warning for Hattiesburg. They have canceled the tornado warning for the area of the campus of Mississippi, or I'm sorry, Southern Miss University. So We've got no active tornado warnings remaining in the state of Mississippi. Let me make sure that is correct. Okay. So we've got no active tornado warnings in the state of Mississippi. We've got copious amounts of severe thunderstorm warnings, basically from the areas of Macon, Mississippi, all the way down into the Pine Belt area of Mississippi and Columbia, Mississippi. So let's go up and down the line and look at what's going on. We've got, let me go back over here to reflectivity. We've got storms that are moving through Noxaprater, Mississippi, as well as Macon, coming up on Sugar Lake, DeKalb, and Scuba, Mississippi, with the potential for damaging winds in excess of 60 miles per hour. And a tornado is possible. And your possible tornado would be sitting right there south of Noxaprater. However, there's no active tornado warning for that one. We've got another severe thunderstorm warning that includes Philadelphia, Mississippi. We've got another severe thunderstorm warning that includes Newton, Bay Springs, Quitman, and Meridian, Mississippi, for damaging winds in excess of 60. And there, of course, comes your line of wind that has come on through Newton, Mississippi. It has come on through Bay Springs. It has come on through Montrose. Next up will be Chunky, Hickory, Enterprise, Stonewall, Quitman, and Meridian, Mississippi. You go on down and you've got severe thunderstorm warnings with damaging winds coming into Laurel, Ellisville, and Sandersville. And this is damaging winds in excess of 70. And then, of course, you've got this other line of storms that just prompted the tornado warning for Hattiesburg, Mississippi, for a potential of damaging winds in excess of 60 miles per hour that stretches basically from the 42 corridor and Petal all the way down to north of Purvis, Mississippi. So that is the area of most concern right now. And this, of course, is a live look at the Forest County EMA. And you can see that there is a lot of wind with those trees right there, as well as lightning and rain. But the good news is I'm not seeing anything that would indicate that there is any rain or any tornadoes with the storm right now. So let me see what the Weather Service just did. Okay, so they are updating the severe thunderstorm warning with a tornado possible for Kemper, Lauderdale, Neshoba, Newton, Noxubee, and Winston counties. So let's go to the north and look at that, which is going to be this storm right here. So this is going to be 12 miles northeast of Philadelphia, moving to the east at 40. And if you were in Sugar Lake, Mississippi, 725 is going to be your call to action, and Cooksville also at 745. So that, of course, is the area of concern that is near Noxaprater and Vernon, Mississippi, moving towards the Macon, Mississippi area right now. We've also got over in Alabama a tornado warning that includes Fayette County. And we've got a severe thunderstorm warning that includes High Top as well. So, yeah, so that, of course, is what's going on in the state of Mississippi right now. Numerous severe thunderstorm warnings that includes all the way from Macon, Mississippi, all the way down to Columbia right now. And I know that it is early morning. The sirens should not be going off in Hattiesburg because the tornado warning has been canceled. So I do not know why that the sirens are still ongoing in Hattiesburg, but the warning has been allowed to expire. There's still a severe thunderstorm warning, but the tornado warning has been allowed to expire. So you're probably seeing copious amounts of rain. Okay, so that is a live look at near the area of downtown Hattiesburg, and you can see that there is just copious amounts of heavy rain and lightning, as well as some very, very heavy wind in there as well. But there's no sign of any kind of tornado down with that. That's going to be mostly straight line of winds, and there could be some hail mixed in with that as well. And let's take a look at the camera off to the south just a little bit. And there, of course, is the one at the Forest County EMA office. And still a lot of wind that are beating those trees to death over here. And but not very much in the way of bad weather, which is good. Because this thing is really packing quite the punch coming into Hattiesburg with damaging winds in excess of 60 and copious amounts of rain. We've got another one up here towards Ellisville and Laurel, Mississippi, Sandersville, and then you've got this other one that is stretched from Hickory and Chunky, Newton, Enterprise, Stonewall, and Heidelberg, Mississippi, moving towards downtown Meridian. And that storm has the potential to produce 60 to 70 mile per hour winds. Let's look at the velocity. And there, of course, is your line of wind that is basically moving in a general line like this. It is paralleling and moving straight down the 20 corridor going into Meridian right now. It is in between Newton and Meridian over Chunky and Hickory, Mississippi. Put this into motion for you, and you can actually see that there, of course, is your advancing line of wind that is coming down the highway, I'm sorry, not the highway, the Interstate 20 corridor. And let me see if we have any cameras in that area that we could go to off of the Mississippi Department of Transportation. And shockingly, there are no cameras in Meridian. Wow. So the closest camera to Meridian is over in Forest. So that's not going to do us any good. I do know that the Weather Service has issued a severe thunderstorm warning off to the east for the areas of Rickton as well as Waynesboro, Mississippi. So if you were in Rickton or Waynesboro, you're underneath a severe thunderstorm right now as well. And I'm so surprised that we have no cameras to show you in Meridian. That is so strange. So once again, meteorologist Stephen Ray, and we currently have a severe thunderstorm warning that includes the area of Hattiesburg and basically stretching from Hickory and Chunky, Mississippi, all the way down to Columbia, Mississippi, and then it curves back into the area of Tylertown, Macomb, and Magnolia, Mississippi as well. So let's go back and take a look. Okay, so if you're in Tylertown, on the 98 corridor, you are seeing heavy rain, but I can give you guys the all clear because your severe weather threat has moved into either the Hattiesburg area or is moving into Louisiana out of Macomb, Mississippi. So if you were in Macomb, Mississippi, if you were in Columbia, Mississippi, if you were in Tylertown, I can give you guys the all clear. If you were in Brookhaven, if you were in Monticello, if you were in McGee, if you were in Collins, if you were in Taylorsville, if you were in Bay Springs, I can give you guys the all clear. If you were in Jackson, if you were in Morton, if you were in Forest, if you were in Clinton, I can give you guys the all clear. If you are in Ridgeland, if you are in Winona, if you are in Greenwood, Indianola, or Greenville, I can give you guys the all clear. If you were up here towards the area of Starkville, if you were in the area of Columbus, I can give you guys the all clear as well because we've got a no more active severe weather for you guys at all. So that, of course, is going to be basically now your call to action in Mississippi for the remainder of the morning is going to be Macon. It is going to be Meridian. It is going to be Quitman. It is going to be Waynesboro. It is going to be Hattiesburg for a few more minutes. It is going to be Wiggins. It is going to be Poplersville. It is going to be Picayune, Bay St. Louis, Gulfport, Biloxi, and Pascagoula. Everywhere else is out of the severe weather potential. Now, there are still active storms that are ongoing from basically Brooksville, south of Brooksville, to Macon to Sugar Lac. And we're going to have to watch those as those move into western Alabama. And then, of course, you've got this other storm that is really packing quite the punch that is moving from Chunky and Hickory over to Meridian, Mississippi. And then Enterprise, Stonewall, and Quitman, you guys are up next. And I do need to mention for anybody that's watching down here near Lake Pontchartrain on the northern side of New Orleans, there is a tornado warning on the northwestern side of Lake Pontchartrain near the area of Hammond, Louisiana. Briefly, we will take a look at that just to make sure anybody that has family on the northern extent of Lake Pontchartrain down here, we've actually got a radar indicated tornado warning with the potential for damaging winds in excess of 70 miles per hour around that. So this is really close to the radar site, so we're not going to be able to see it very well. There, of course, it goes underneath the radar beam. And so basically, this is going to be near the northwest of the Lake Pontchartrain area in New Orleans. So let's go back up here to our neck of the woods in Mississippi and Alabama. And the severe weather line of severe storms has pretty much crossed through Hattiesburg, other than copious amounts of rain and copious amounts of rain back to Purvis as well. Let's take a look at what's going on at the University of Southern Mississippi, and you can see it is still pouring in that area. Not as bad as it was the last time we looked at this camera, but it is still packing quite the punch. Lots of lightning in that area. And now let's look at the Forest County EMA. And the wind has calmed down definitely there. Still blowing a little bit as well. But once again, I can give everybody in Columbia the all clear as well. Let's see what it's doing over there in Columbia. As we've got a little bit of a storm that is coming up from the southwest, coming up the 98 corridor right there, that could bring some hail to Columbia. But the storm that they are warning for in the severe thunderstorm warning is going to be that one that is sitting over Hattiesburg, and the one, okay, so they've canceled that warning for Hattiesburg. Okay, so they've allowed the warning for Hattiesburg to expire. So all warnings for Hattiesburg has been allowed to expire. So that is good news. So we've got multiple severe thunderstorm warnings right now. And this pretty much looks more like a straight line wind event than anything up here. All right, so there is no doubt that the strongest part of the line that is remaining is going to be this part that comes in from Meridian down to Quitman, Mississippi, and it is getting really close to where 20 and 59 intersect right there near the Meridian Regional Airport. So there, of course, is your line of wind that is moving towards the area of downtown Meridian. And after it gets out of Meridian, then we can turn it over to Alabama, which is where I am. So, but once again, there's no active tornado or severe thunderstorm warnings for Hattiesburg. That has been allowed to expire. As that storm really fell apart as it came through Hattiesburg, and it has moved over towards the new Augusta area. So Hattiesburg, Summerall, Seminary, Bassfield, Collins, Ellisville, and Laurel, I can give you guys the all clear. So you guys are in the clear. Laurel is in the clear. Heidelberg, Sandersville, you're in the clear. Stonewall and Enterprise still want you in your safe place. Quitman and Meridian as well. And then we've got this other severe thunderstorm warning that is up here near the area of Macon and Sugar Lac, Mississippi. Okay, so guys, I'm going to sign off just for a minute. Oh, that's not good. Okay, so for those of you that are asking about West Hattiesburg and Oak Grove, all of those areas are in the clear for now because there's no severe weather warnings in the area other than a small portion of east of Laurel, Mississippi, all the way to the county line. If you are in and around Hattiesburg, you're still going to see a lot of heavy rain and lightning and thunder. But for right now, everybody in Seminary, Summerall, Ellisville, Collins, Taylorsville, Mount Olive, Prentice, Bassfield, you guys are completely through with the severe weather. It has moved on towards Rickton and New Augusta and Beaumont and down here to Purvis now. So the severe weather threat for in and around Hattiesburg is done. Now you're still going to get a lot of heavy rain for the next 20 to 30 minutes as this line continues to push on through. You will have a lot of lightning with this storm. You will have a lot of you will have a lot of heavy rain and watch out for ponding of water on the roads. But as of right now, everything is below severe limits in Hattiesburg, in Purvis, in West Hattiesburg, and then back to Columbia, Mississippi. So there's no doubt that the strongest storms are going to be these up here along the 45 corridor, which is basically from Macon, Mississippi, all the way down to Meridian, Mississippi. All right. All right. Let me also show you, for those of you that are asking about central Mississippi, your severe weather threat has ended. Your rain threat has ended, as it is also pushing towards Morton, Forest, and Newton, Mississippi. That is the back edge of the rain. If you were in Ridgeland, Jackson, or Clinton, you guys are in the clear. So Jackson is in the clear for the rest of the day and for this severe weather threat. The most concerning weather that is about to push through right now, your call to action is Sugarlac. It is going to be Scuba. It is going to be DeKalb. It is going to be the Meridian Station. It is going to be Marion, Tasumba, Meridian, then down to Enterprise, Stonewall, Quitman, Shibuda, Heidelberg, and then down here towards Waynesboro, as well as Rickton, Mississippi, and then getting back down here towards the area of Poplarsville and Wiggins, Mississippi. Those are the areas of most concern coming up, and then we will move this into the state of Alabama. So basically, all of far eastern and southeastern Mississippi are under severe thunderstorm warnings and are under the gun right now. Everybody else is in the clear. Hang on just a second. Had to cough there. Okay. All right, so let's see what the Weather Service said. All right, so I'm going to read off to you guys the warnings that we have right now for the counties in Mississippi. We've got a severe thunderstorm warning that includes Clark, Jasper, Lauderdale, and Newton, Mississippi until 7:45. We've got a severe thunderstorm warning that includes the area of Jones County for 6 more minutes until 7:30. We've got a severe thunderstorm warning that includes Kemper, Lauderdale, Neshoba, Newton, Noxubee, and Winston counties, Mississippi. And this goes for another 45 minutes until 8 a.m. So those are the three separate severe thunderstorm warnings that we have. I'm going to say them again. We've got the one that is up there near Macon and Newton, Mississippi. Newton and DeKalb, Mississippi for Kemper, Lauderdale, Neshoba, Newton, Noxubee, and Winston counties in Mississippi, and that one goes until 8 a.m. We've got another severe thunderstorm warning that includes Clark, Jasper, Lauderdale, Newton, Mississippi until 7:45. We've got another one for Central Jones County that is going to be for 7 until 7:30. And we've got another one that includes Clark and Lauderdale counties in Mississippi, and that one goes until 7:45. And so the Weather Service just recently dropped Neshoba and Newton counties out of the severe thunderstorm warning because this storm has moved into Kemper, Lauderdale, Noxubee, and Winston. So if you were in Neshoba or Newton counties, Mississippi, your severe weather threat has come to an end. So your updated severe thunderstorm warning is for Kemper, Lauderdale, Noxubee, and Winston counties in Mississippi for 45 more minutes until 8 a.m. Then you've got another one that includes the area of Clark and Lauderdale counties. And then you've got another one that is down there in the Pine Belt area that includes Jones County for the next 4 minutes until 7:30. So, yep, there you go. And this line of wind is really coming into Meridian right now. If you are in Newton, Decatur, Hickory, or Chunky, Mississippi, can give you guys the all clear. If you are in Philadelphia, Pearl River, or Union, or Knox, Prater, I can give you guys the all clear. Knox, Prater. Hope I'm crazy names. I can give you guys the all clear. Louisville, I can give you guys the all clear along the 25 corridor. If you were in Starkville, Columbus, or West Point, I can give you guys the all clear. And then up here towards Tupelo, New Albany, Pontotoc, Oxford, even up to Corinth, I can give you guys the all clear as well. All right, so you've got basically 2 severe thunderstorm warnings. You've got this one up here basically from Macon all the way down to Quitman, Mississippi. All right, so the one near Macon does have a tornado possible tag on it, so let's look and see. And I got to tell you, I'm just not seeing the tornado possible thing on there. I was earlier with the storm, but I'm just not. Okay, maybe a little bit right there coming into Macon, but it's very broad. But that looks more like a straight line wind event. And then let's look at this one for Meridian. And there, of course, is your line of wind that is coming into Meridian right now, coming over the Meridian International Air or the regional airport there and coming down the 19 corridor. And then it is also paralleling the 145 and the 45 and the 18 coming into Quitman, Mississippi. So, guys, once again, this is meteorologist Stephen Ray, and we are in continuing severe weather coverage. And I am going to sign off now because there's no more active tornado warnings here in the state of Mississippi. We've still got a couple of more minutes of severe thunderstorm warnings for Meridian, Macon, and then down here to the area of DeKalb and Scuba, Mississippi. So, guys, have a wonderful rest of your Monday evening, or Monday, I should say, Monday. And I will see you next time right back here on severe weather coverage here on social media. And for those of you that the person on Facebook, real quick, that asked about Philadelphia, I can give you guys the all clear as well because it has passed through Philadelphia, Mississippi. So you guys are clear in Philadelphia next.